And let me just do a quick lighting. Yes. All right, folks, so I'm just going to face you. Last couple of days I've been experimenting with doing like this versus this. I'm just going to face you. If I need to show you something from the side, I'll show you from the side. But this way, we don't get confused. All right? So let's get to it. Let's start warming up. So the neck, side. Looking up. Look left, or whichever direction this is. And faster. Open up. All the way around. Other way. We're doing two. She's getting a free class. She's allowed. She's going to tolerate me while I do this in our house during quarantine. Going side to side. I'm going to copy her. You got to copy me too. So basically, you're copying 4 right now. Yep. Your Pikachu shirt. Ooh. 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 That's my wife's fault. That's her fault. Okay. From here, shoulders roll back. Forward. And single. Remember, when you're warming up, you know, I can't see you, so just make the movement work in your body. I'm going to try to stretch it out a little bit more. All my joints are achy and stiff too. I got to do what I can to get loose. Bring it forward. Okay, and back, forward. A little faster. And hips. You were already doing the hips earlier with 4. A little faster. So if you want to keep this, walk around a little bit. Put your hips out as you step. The way to fill the space in your room to see like how much you have to work with. Sometimes you're going to move around a bit today. Sometimes you're jumping. You might be on the floor. And now, you need a rocking the hips. Forward to back. Back and forth. Doesn't matter. Same thing. Try to walk around. But there's a shadow hiding in your heart sometimes. That makes my feelings turn back in on me. Can we pretend the pain is gone? So right now, down bounce. Try to walk around a little bit. Keeping that bounce. Not doing anything specific, I'm just freestyling. Keeping the bounce. That's the technique. Now, try to add your knees to it. So you walk around like this. Get low. Now, adding the toes. Pivot. So I'm pivoting on my heels, but my toes are moving. Feels like this. Now, see if you can move around and keep this. Kind of feels like a skate. Just realized I'm not wearing shoes, I'm wearing socks. Probably good for my neighbors. Now, try to make those toes a little faster. Now, every 4, we're going to add a jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Land light. Every 2. 1, 2. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Not going to kill you with that. Okay. So now, feet, just stepping. And again, I'm opposite you, just follow me. Cha-cha, salsa. Bring to the front. To the back. To the front. Now, you're going to twist it. Try to put weight into your front foot. Again, now chase it. Be smooth with it. Be funky. Side. Ball change. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To the front. 1, 2, 3. Side. Cross. Slippery at the spot. I'm going to change my shoes a little bit. But I made my bed, now I got to sleep in it. So all these steps that we're going to go into today, while we warm up, practice moving around a little bit in your space. I think most of the people are on their screen have danced with me before, so you kind of know how I approach this. Okay, now I'm going to show you from the side. Put back. Set up. 1, 2, forward. 1, 2, forward. Back step forward. Back step forward. I take it to the front. Here we go. Again, move around. Operate. This is that. Going side to side. Get that flow. Start moving around. Yeah, flip it. Go with it.
Can you feel it?
Get a little sweep action into that.
The vibration moves the water. That's why
in the floor.
Can you feel it? The vibration moves the water. That's why
After this small pause, if you see what type of
it
stuff.
moves you.
So with this one,
Was the word,
the swirl,
and that word was
you can
sound.
start by making it a little bit mechanical. If you need something to do with your hand,
Vibe
up,
so strong, that vibe brought life.
so you're putting something down from your shoulder.
And you, and you.
I'm reaching across,
The vibration moves the
out,
water. That's
across,
why the music
out,
moves you.
across, out,
Can you
across.
feel it?
Now, a
The
little faster.
vibration moves the water. That's
So
why
as you
the
get that
music
muscle
moves
memory in your body,
you. It moves you.
then you can start to make it a little bit smoother. Back, back. Then you can speed it up. And your hands don't have to follow that exact path. This is a template. So bring it up like this.
Language everyone speaks.
I can bring it behind my back.
One world tongue that can
Still got that funk flow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I like using my
magic
hands.
leading you to the dance floor.
Get low.
The vibration moves the water. That's why the music moves you. Can you feel it? You, water,
And
being,
stop.
the
Dig it out.
vibration moves the water. That's why
Break.
the music moves you.
Ooh.
It moves you.
Did 15 minutes of the Thursday class before going to the right link. So it's all good. We're here. So how we doing so far, y'all? We good?
You came from
Let me,
the rhythm of the stars, down to bars and breaks.
so far the music seems to be good, so I think we're good on that front, but I'm just gonna double check something. Just sending an email to someone really quick. I apologize in the middle of class. So let's keep warming up. And yeah, if you're sweating, good. I'm sweating too. Central Underground, baby. We're bringing the party back next month, hopefully. If we don't have it in the club, we'll probably do another live stream, but we're thinking of getting shirts. If you'd be interested in a Central Underground shirt, let me know. We'll make it happen. All right, let's get back to warming up. Okay, I got an interesting crisscross combination for you. So crisscross, really easy. You're gonna cross first. In, out, in, out, in, out. Taking the next. Your feet. Back. A little faster. Again, if you want, any angle you want.
Vibration is everything. That's why the music takes you back. Memories with a vividity so strong.
Okay, slow it down, slow. Slow.
Tell me that's not how. Tell me
Now what I want you to do is every time you go out, you're gonna kick one leg back.
Right now, it's causing waves in you. The vibration moves the water. That's why the music moves you. It's causing waves in you.
A
Right now,
little faster.
you shape-shifting, earth-walking,
Lifting. One leg behind,
I can feel you.
landing with both
The
feet.
vibration moves the
This is
water.
what it looks like from the
That's
side.
why the music moves you. Can you feel it?
Going back to both feet. Go to the one foot. Both feet. Okay, now, this next one's going to be a little tricky. So, I'm going to go slow, out, slow, out, slow, out. I'm going to add a heel toe to this. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Other foot. So it's like you're doing a double. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time slow. 1, 2, 2, 3, just one jump, 4, a little faster, heel, toe. So this might feel like it's not too bad to do. When we take the next step, it's going to be really fast. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm working on staying really light because I don't want my feet to fall over. Now, look. We can do a variation of that one. This time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4. Yeah, so the first one, this side. Second one, this side. Third one, this side. This side. 1, 2. This is a tricky one. It's easier for me to do in shoes. This floor is a little bit slippery, but you can try that a little bit. Okay, so first crisscross was just basic. Second one was one leg goes behind. Third one we use the heel toe. Fourth one is this extra little toe tap. 1 tap. 2 tap. This one I like to stay on the balls of my feet to get that toe tap. Tricky though. Okay, so we're gonna go from the top. 4 beats. 5, 6. Start with the cross. 5, 6, 7. Slow. 1. Sorry. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Woo! I'm so used to do it starting on the open. This is what we'll do. Break it down. Sorry. Okay. Start with the open first. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, 1 foot. Open, 1 foot. Open, 1 foot. Open, heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. 5, 6, 7. Toe tap. Let's try it again. 5, 6. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back. Heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. Right foot. Left foot. Right foot. Left foot. 5. 1 more. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Heel toe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Toe tap. Right foot. Left foot. Right foot. Left foot. Yeah? Let's put on some shoes. Okay? So we're going to try those fast. So think the regular crisscross pattern is going to be like this. When you get to the things like the heel toe, or the toe tap, it's going to be faster. Just try to stay light. I showed you how to do it slow, so you can always take it home. You're already home. You can always work on it on your own time. So, let's just break down each one. So the first one, we're going to open, crisscross, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just down. The second one, we're going to open in one leg. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 1, 1. And down. Heel toe. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Toe tap. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's try to put the crisscross and then the one leg together, tempo. Okay. 5, and 8 count of each. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. One leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. One leg. When you do the one leg, you can even pick up that leg. SpongeBob. One more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, the tricky one. Let's build up. Let's go from the one leg to the heel toe. Boom, 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 boom. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. One leg. 2, 3, 4. Heel toe. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Again. One leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Now, the one that's really, really fun. The heel toe to the toe tap. Okay. Here we go. 5, just to the record. First heel toe is going to open. When you go into the toe tap, open to this side first. Yeah? Let's try it. Heel toe first. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, switch, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze those booty cheeks, y'all. Squeeze those booty cheeks. Corey's laughing, but it's the truth. One more time. 5, 6, here we go. Ooh. Can't wait to watch the play back of that. So let's try all 4. If you feel compelled to go live at any point, go right ahead, right? Go right ahead, or film a video of yourself so you have something to practice later. It doesn't matter. Ooh, Tyler chimed in. I would like to pre-order a Central Underground shirt. Word. That's the first one, y'all. That's the first one. I'll let you know. I'll give you details after the class, but let's get to this crisscross. I'm going to email you guys the link to this again, because I think the link that you get through the eJunkie website that you registered through, I think it expires after a while, but I'll send you the link to your email that you got this link in, so that way you have it to practice. And there's also resources in the video description that you can look at later. So let's get to this crisscross, y'all. We got to get all 4 of these. Right, here we go. So do you need to do it slow, or should we do it tempo? I think at this point we can do it tempo. Right, we've been practicing it a lot. I don't want us to cool down too much. So let's just jump into it, yeah? Okay, so you got your 2 legs, you got your 1 leg, you got your heel toe, you got your toe taps. And like I said, clench those glutes. That's gonna help you have better control when you move faster, right? If you feel too loose, it's gonna feel really slow, okay? But you gotta move fast, all right? So get your balance. And again, this move is nice because you can really turn it around very easily without much sweat. Now, when you get to the other variations of it, that might be a different story. When you start to turn, it might get a little confusing. right? You start to turn, it throws off the dynamics, right? So maybe for those intricate ones, stay in one direction. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6. First. One leg. Heel toe. Toe tap. I realize the music's really, really low. Let's turn that up. Okay, again. 5, 6, 5, 6. Here we go. Trick cross. One leg. Heel toe. Toe tap. Try yourself. Ready? 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Twitch. One leg. One leg. One leg. And heel toe. Heel toe. Toe tap. Toe tap. Okay? Tricky, tricky. Y'all getting it though, good. If not, just keep working at it. Keep working. Right? Appreciate the journey. Don't chase the result. Try it on your own. Try it on your own. While you do that, I'm going to hit my first 15 push-ups. If you prefer to do push-ups with me, then the steps, you can do that. Okay? So try on your own, the crisscross. Last one, real slow. Up. That's the first 15. I'll do the other 30 later. Should we do it again? Okay. Pretty please, one slow heel toe. Okay. If you want, when you practice, you can do it slow. Right? Giving you some time to work on it right now. Yeah? So let's do it again. I'm going to go through it slow. You can go through it with me, or you can go through it by yourself. I'm going to do the slow version. 5, 6, 5, 6. Even the first one, slow. This is the timing of the opening. When you do it slow. One leg. Heel toe. 1, 2, jump, 2, jump, 2, jump, 2. Toe tap. Yeah. Okay. We'll give you a chance to do it one more time quick, and then we'll take a little water break. Okay. Here we go. Last time. 5, 6, 5, 6, tempo, and 1. Take a little water break, y'all. If you're struggling, let me know in the comments. If you're struggling, let me get my water bottle. We're doing good. Doing good. Where's my water? Where is it? I gotta get some water. I'll be right back, y'all. Don't go anywhere. It's okay. We're on break. But I'll keep it in mind. Word. This is like that part of class where people are running up to me and paying me with class cards or getting their class cards punched. I'm trying to rest and catch my breath.
Poor just told me she can get me water if I need it next time, but I'll keep it in mind. Rachel, I'm struggling with the toe tap one. Yes. So this is what you do. Tariq, Sean, do you find that your jack becomes a rock back when you go to the toe tap crisscross? Kind of. Those are both really good questions. So what I realized with the toe tap is I needed to really bring my weight up when I moved between this. Okay, crisscross. You can think of your down and your up. You can stay really down with it, or you can be more up. What I tend to do is when I go out, I try to come up a little bit. So when you're doing that toe tap one, let me show you the basic first. Up, 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 up. So when I come in, that's sort of like my prep to go out, 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 out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And has a little bit of a different groove. So when I do that heel toe and the toe tap, I'll show you the heel toe first. I know you didn't ask about it, but I go up every time I jump. Up. It's like when I practice basic heel toe. I'm sending energy away from the floor. I can also send energy down, but I'm going to really work hard down here with my thighs if I stay down. If I go up, I get a little break in between each step. Up, 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 up. So with this one, I feel like when I jump out, my weight's a little bit over, this is per Rachel's question, over my standing leg while I do the heel toe. And then when I cross in front, it's a little bit more 50-50 because my legs are close together. It might be easier to see from the side. Here. When I go out, my weight's a little bit out. My leg is a little bit out, so my weight is over this leg. More centered, more staggered. Okay. When I go into that toe tap, try to go straight up like you're going up. And then when you drop down, that's when you have that time to tap. Up, tap. So if you wanted to get this on one leg, up, 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 up. Then you bring it in, in. Now this almost feels like a swirl. Yeah? But I'm not stepping into it like swirl is this. The toe tap, I'm just doing this. Think you can touch or you can put weight into it. Just touch. So when I cross, think like my crossing leg comes in. I'm up, drop, up, drop, up, drop. And I'm going up. Why? So I have that time to tap. So if I kept on one side, I could go up, tap, cross, tap, up, tap, cross, tap. It would look like this. Up, 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 like that. If it's fast, now I have less time to hit that tap. 5, 6, 7, and up, tap, up, tap, up, tap, up, tap, up, tap, up, tap, up, tap. The one constant, I have to bounce on this leg. If I lose that bounce, really hard to do this step. If I do it on the other side, same thing, slow. Up, tap, up, tap. Up, tap, up. Up, tap, up. So kind of like the heel toe. My weight when I drop is a little bit over that standing leg, the one that's not doing the tap. Woo, see? Left side, a little bit difficult to coordinate compared to the right, for me. Back, forward, back, forward. If I switch sides with it, same idea. I do right side twice, left side twice. Keep going up, drop and tap. So much for my water break, guys. Going straight up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Initially, it's going to feel like you don't have a lot of space to move your body too much because you're trying to find your balance. But eventually, it feels like you can do more with your upper body. And Tariq asked about the jack. Do you find that your jack becomes a rock back when you go to the toe tap crisscross? I rock front on the ones before and then back after. So with that one, I wasn't actually thinking about it until you asked. I think of it more like up, but you might go back a little bit. Versus going forward. You could go forward. You could make it work. Like the same thing as the heel toe. It's like if I just did 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. That whole time, I have a bit of a forward rock, which I could keep during that toe tap. For me, it makes more sense to go up and a little bit back, like you said. That's just the way it is in my body. You can make it work both ways, right? But I'll leave that to you. Basically, just experiment with it and try to make sense of how you can keep that rhythm in your feet. And then everything that goes over it is going to it'll fall in line at some point. That was so helpful. Good. If it wasn't helpful, I apologize. But those two last variations are more advanced, right? It's okay. Let's see. Let's do some crosswalk, y'all. Crosswalk. I did a little combo on. I put a combo video up on my YouTube page. If you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I have maybe not now, but I have lots of content, free content on that page that gives you little extra footwork challenges if you ever want to work on them. So I'm going to give you one right here. So crosswalk. Are we good too? Like make sure you got your water and everything. Crosswalk. I like to think of it as you have like a travel portion of the step, and this goes for many steps in house. You have a travel portion. You have a change portion where you're changing your weight, right? The move we're just doing crisscross. We're not so much traveling, but you're basically changing your weight each time, right? Crisscross, crosswalk, crisscross, crosswalk, cross step, cross. Crosswalk looks like this. So you can see the travel very apparent in this step. Now with house, that kick that I'm doing, you can either choose to drop onto it or you can launch up out of it, right? So that's going to depend on if you're more grounded or if you're up. But as far as just the rhythm of it, think if I started on this kick over here, I take that kicking leg and I step twice. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. I'll try not to get blocked by my couch. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. 1, 2, kick. If you want to go up with it, when you kick, try to get a swing in your arms. So now it feels like I'm launching out of it. But I'm not gonna launch into like a Roger Rabbit. I'm gonna launch up and I have to land. It's kind of like my foot's doing a U, like an upside down U or a rainbow. Kick, 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 kick. Okay, and sorry, I mistraced that. It kind of goes in a little bit, like a crescent kick. You can do it like that. Man, I'll be scared of you. There's that crescent crosswalk, y'all. Your neighbors hate you right now. So just a little build up to this. I'm going to start off by just kicking side to side. So this is my progression that I taught on my YouTube page. So I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. This is the change portion of the step. When I kick, that's when I change directions. Okay, so I'm going to do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to travel. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 4 more. I travel, I change my weight. Travel, change, change, change. Okay. Now I'm going to mix this up so that I emphasize the kicking part first. So after I do that last crosswalk, I'm going to kick twice. Then I'm going to travel. I kick twice more. Travel. Try 2 times like that. Kick, kick. 1, 2, 3. Kick, kick. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Kick, kick, 1, 2, 3, kick, kick, 1, 2, 3. When I'm demonstrating this as a teacher, I stay down with it. When I'm performing it or when I'm doing it full, then you might see me have more of a lift. But while I'm teaching it, it's going to be a little bit down. So we can emphasize the change part. We can also emphasize the travel part and make it a grapevine. Okay. So I think we finished on this side. So now I'm going to do a grapevine starting with the travel. I don't have much room to go in my room. Maybe you have more room, you can try it, but if not, just keep it small. You're going to step 1, back, forward, and kick. Yeah? Then I'm going to go back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. The kicking leg starts to step out. I go behind. I go out. I go front, out, back, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. So you can walk it or you can jog it a little bit. You can be a little lighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. Walking might be more appropriate right now in the living room. But you can try either. So let's go back. We're going to do 8 kicks. Then we're going to do 4 crosswalks back and forth. Then we're going to do 4 of that pattern where we go kick, kick, where we emphasize the change part. We do 4 of these. And then we're going to do 4 travels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah? Let's try it. Okay, from the top. 5, 6. I'm going to start with this leg kicking. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Travel. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. Switch it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Grapevine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kick. 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 Let's try it again like that. Okay, 5, 6. This foot kick. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Travel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the switching version. 1, 2, 1, 2. Grapevine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. For those of us that maybe have more flexibility to be more light on that one or jump a little bit, that crossover might feel a little bit like the powwow. Da, 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 da. Okay, a little bit when we cross over. Ooh, that's not right. Sorry. Da, 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 da. Ooh. I'm stepping with the wrong foot. Virtual classes, y'all. It's fun. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the powwow, right? You can ignore everything I just said because I was really sloppy doing it. But if you know what I mean, you can try it. So let's try this faster with some music. Pause for a second. Mad helpful. Oh, that was for the other stuff. What I just did wasn't helpful. All right, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to start by clapping out the rhythm of the movements that I'm doing. Oops, I don't know why I did that. Sorry. Okay. So those 8 kicks sound like this. Right? Then the travel.
Sounds like this. Then the next step sounds like this. Last step, you just going. Get a little pause. Okay. We're going to try to touch it all four together. 6, crosswalk, switch, travel. 5, focus up a little bit. 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. You can jump with these. 7, travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Break 5. 34. Again. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and up. Switch, 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 travel, hoop, 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 hoop. Hey, if you have some space, you can try to move around with it. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh. Hoop, 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 hoop. Da 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 da, hey, da 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 da, hey, da 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 da, hey, hey, you. Right on your toes. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic kick. Crosswalk. Switch. Keep it going. Switch, switch. Switch, switch, travel. Da 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 da. Yes. Let's try it one more time. Together. 5, 6. Ready. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and hoop, 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 hoop. Crosswalk. Switch. Travel. Hoop. 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 Okay. Now, this is what we're gonna do. Play a little game. The music's getting softer. I don't know why, but either way, we got something. So, I'm gonna play a game. You like games? I hope you do. I like games. You got to be able to play with this stuff, y'all. If you think about it just as like moves in a box, they're always just gonna be moves in a box. You got to be able to use them. So we had some crisscross that we did earlier. Crisscross variations. I don't know why I just shook that. That's probably very disorienting. We have a crosswalk. Now, what you can think is when you transition from crisscross, I'm sorry, let me start with crosswalk. If you have crosswalk, when you do that kick, that's a really good opportunity to open your feet, right? And the crisscross starts, when we did it, we started by opening our feet. So you can take something like the basic crosswalk and take it into crisscross. Okay, now, how would you get back into crosswalk from here? You're crossed. So what you can do is you can think about this position is very similar to this position. So when your leg is in front of you, you can start to go into
that crosswalk. Even easier, what's the thing that we did right before crosswalk? We did those kicks. From this position, I could just kick and use this as my base to get back into crosswalk. Or even one of those variations. Does that make sense? Right. So you can go from crisscross. We had 4 variations of it. You can go back into the variations of crosswalk. Let's say when you do crisscross, you're open. You could transition into crosswalk from here. You can go into your kick. Back into crisscross. Hoo, 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 hoo. Heel toe kick. You can go from any of those variations between crisscross and crosswalk and see if you can freestyle with it. So we're going to do a couple minutes of this. I'm going to let you take those variations. Remember with the crisscross, we had the basic. You had the one where you can bring one leg up. That's a fun one to transition to crosswalk with because you can go boom, 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 boom. From here, you can kick, right? You can go back, kick. I do this a lot in my class where I kick back and forward like this. That can be a transition. You can go from the heel toes, right? Add an intricacy to your dance. Go into your crosswalk and then back to your heel toe. Turn it around. Okay, the toe tap. You can make that happen. You don't have to do a million toe taps. You can stick 2 in there. Boom, 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 boom. Da 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 da. I'm back. You can change the timing. You can change the direction. All these things. Right? Let's give you a bunch of ideas. So now you're going to try to work it out with some music. So let me get this back up again. I'm going to check my settings to see if I can make my volume louder, but this might be it. Sound. Oh, maybe I can. Yeah, it's about as loud as it goes, y'all. So, try to freestyle it out. Crisscross, crosswalk. Okay. I'm going to take a little 30 seconds to chill while you work through that. And then I'm going to throw some variations up too. This is a good exercise in spatial awareness too, as you work in your room. You don't want to bump into anything. You got to be aware of where your walls are, where your screen is, where the ceiling is. If you have a shorter ceiling, you can't jump up really high. I can't hit this lamp right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lamp. Boing! I can hit it really easily, so I got to be aware. All right, so what do we got here? What do we got here? Live action here. Make sure your water bottle's close to you because we're going to use that in a second. What's up, y'all? Doing some drills in my online class right now, so get a little sneak peek. Let's see here. You might come up with variations of your own. Until dawn, music bumping all night long.
So now you got a bottle of life force here. Some water. Who in there? Oh, Tariq's here too. You in two places, dog. So you're gonna take this. You're gonna set it on the floor. Let me bring this down a little bit. Your goal is to dance around it. Don't knock it over. Don't knock it over. You, right there. You, don't knock it over. All right? So, I'm gonna put this on the floor. Don't worry about all that stuff you just did with the crisscross and the crosswalk. I just want you to walk around this bottle and be as creative as you can with trying not to knock it over, but still stay moving around it. Okay? You can stay up. You can go down to the floor. You can move around it. Try to stay engaged with the bottle as much as you can. This is gonna be fun. If you knock it over, pick it back up. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Look at the volume. There we are. So just start by walking. Right? That's what all this movement is predicated around, being able to walk. Know what the bottle is? You don't have a bottle? Just get an object. Any object. If you fall, get back into it. If you want to try some of those movements, see if you can do it without knocking the bottle over. If you want, you can try to go around a little lower. Keep it as simple or as complex as you want. How you doing? How you doing? Some of you folks that tuned in. What's up, y'all? We're on the Facebook Live and the YouTube. Hopefully there's not feedback. If there is, I'll turn this off. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We're doing 3 classes a week now. 3 classes a week. Thursdays, Fridays, Sundays. Tune in, SeanBjerke.net. All right, see you soon. That's for them. But how you doing with that? Now see if you can work in some of those crosswalk and crisscross variations while you move around the bottle. All right, we'll do these in rounds. Let's do these in rounds. So I'll let you guys go for a bit, and I'll do a little bit. That way you can get some ideas from me. I wish I could get ideas from you, but if you're, some of you might be going live right now or posting videos of yourself, feel free to post. I'll look at them later. All right. So let's see. You guys go first. You guys go. Actually, you know what? I'll go first because I'm the one that I can see. I'll go first, then you go. Oops. Okay, here we go. So I start off easy. Feel good? It's going to change the way you do the step by trying to interact with the bottom. You're going to create your own footwork action.
Quality follows thee. Highest old authority. All offering. And there is
You guys try.
harmony.
Start to start easy. Work your way up. If you knock it over, just pick it back up.
Universal energy found in
Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. 10 seconds. Ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do crisscross on the floor. You try. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ten seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, yes, yes. Good stuff, y'all. Word, word, word. Word. How was that? Take a little break ski. Talk to me. Talk to me. For me, it's really challenging. Not so much like not knocking the bottle over, but just thinking of what to do. What do I do? And the quicker you can stop worrying so much about what you're technically doing, like, am I doing the step right? Is it? You have more fun with a drill like that because it's a creative drill. It's not really a drill used to drill your technique, right? You can use it to test your technique, like how effective can you be holding one step while moving around this bottle, but you're probably not going to get better at the basic techniques doing a drill like that. So that's why it's good to spend time just breaking it down in a simplistic way where you can do a step over and over, like the crisscross, and understand how your body moves before you start getting super creative with it. Jane, Sean, would you consider teaching with your back to us like you would in real life? So something gets lost in translation when you're facing each other. I can. I did that a couple times in the other classes, and people said that they got mixed up. Because what happens is when I turn my back, I can't see this. So I kind of lose sight of what I'm doing, right? I can do it. If you want, I can go through those same drills we just did. So you have it as a reference. I was teaching choreography the other day, and I got all mixed up when I went back and forth between. I could do it, but it was hard. But if you guys want, anyone else can type in what your feedback is. I'll go through the crisscross drills and the crosswalk with my back to you. So then you have it from that angle. All right.
So let's start with the crisscross. So I'm opening, closing. So we got 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, heel toe, 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 heel toe. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. If I did the crosswalk, same thing. Okay. So here's the thing. This is what happens when I turn around, is when I'm facing this way, I'm starting with my right leg. When I turned around the other classes, I was trying to stay on that side. I'm just going to stay on my right leg. So you might be starting on a different leg than you were before. All right. I'm going to go this way. 8 kicks. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 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 Travel, 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 kick. Travel, 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 kick. Travel, 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 kick. Travel, 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 kick. How was that? So let's do this, y'all. Since we asked about that, I'm going to do that same combination we just did, the crisscrosses into the crosswalk with my back to you, with music. So what we're going to do is when you get to the end of those toe taps, actually, let me think for a second. Let's start with the crosswalk first. We're going to go from the crosswalk all the way through those 4 variations. There we are. And then we'll go right into the crisscross, because what we saw when we kicked, you can open your legs right away. So I'm going to go from the crosswalk into the crisscross. All right, with music though. All right. Again, I guess when I use my computer has more juice for the speakers, but the laptop doesn't have as much juice. All right, so this is our music today. Yeah. So I'm going to start with the kick. With this kick. See that? All right, y'all, here we go. Let's try it. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crosswalk, 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 crosswalk. Switch. 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 Travel. We're going into crisscross. Crisscross. 1 leg. Heel toe. Toe tap. Let's try it again. Ready? Travel. Crisscross. 1 leg. Heel toe. Starting to like that one. You try it. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go. Crosswalk. Switch it. Again. Travel. Ready for the crisscross and hoop. 1 leg. Heel toe. Toe tap. Stop. Woo. Word. So I hope that was helpful, that version we just did. Sorry. So this is this online experience. It's really a good opportunity, both as teachers and as students, to, I apologize, I'm in my phone, to really adapt to what we're used to doing. And the nice thing is, we have this space. I can kind of make use of it however I like, but I have to really consider, like, all right, what's the most effective way to teach? It might not be the same as when we're in class. So the feedback that I get here is really important. Like the questions that you guys ask, the suggestions for how we review things. It's really good because I see the need for, it's like, okay, if I face that way, some people are going to really connect with that. If I face you, then I feel like I'm looking at the class. It's good. Being able to move around. That's why, like in the beginning, I said, try to move with some of these steps in more 3 dimensions. So that way it feels like you can make use of it instead of being restricted or limited. And sometimes, like I mentioned with that creative exercise we did with the bottle, being limited in what you do, like simplifying it, is going to be really important because then you can focus on the details of what you're doing. And as students, it's a really good exercise in really refining how we can learn. I had a really good productive conversation. You guys know Junior Cias. I had a conversation with him because he's going to be starting up some online classes, and he saw what I was doing and what Tariq was doing and other people. And he really just wants to make sure he like hits the ground running with it. He doesn't want it to feel like he's spinning his wheels. But what we came up with at the end of the day is that it's just, if COVID-19 has taught us anything, it's that we have to be able to adapt on the fly in the face of adversity to really get the most out of the situation. Like the dance complex closed down last, was it 2 Mondays ago? And I could have been like, oh, woe is me. Like, what am I going to do? And I had to jump into action and figure out, all right, what can I do to help my students? Initially, it was the online module classes I had. A lot of people signed up for those. If you're looking for extra training materials, a lot of you, I think, have them already, but you can get those on my website. There's a striking module that focuses a lot on those like heel toe type striking techniques, like different variations of them. There's a shuffle module where it's a little bit more hopping. And then there's a mix-up module where we talk about putting things together. So initially, when I didn't have this platform set up, that was the thing that I used as a way to, give people something to do. And I didn't think about it until last week when people started buying it. Like, this is the time to use those. And then when I got up and running with the YouTube, I had the option of Zoom. I had the option of YouTube. For me, I think Zoom works well. I like not being super distracted by all the boxes and everything. Even though I think you can make it work, like you can, people can turn their mics down and it's not like really loud, but I like just being able to focus on what I'm doing for now and still having you able to interact. And you guys are still here. So, I mean, something's working. Yeah, this whole situation has made us have to adapt. And that includes how we adapt as learners, right? The way you learn something the first time in your life, you probably don't even remember it, is kind of subconsciously how you choose to learn moving forward until someone else challenges you to learn something a different way. And that's usually where we run into problems is, oh, that's not the same way as this. So my brain, it's hard to compute it. But if you can be flexible mindset wise and try to see the other side of different problems or different challenges, you learn to learn. You're literally learning to learn in as many different ways as possible. So you can be in any situation and learn something. Like I can walk into a club now. I watch Steve or Sammy, like they're over there doing their thing. They're doing something crazy on the floor. And I know what they're doing. Like I can see what they're doing. Like because I've been used to watching them like that. And it's like, it's an open-ended thing. Like you can open your mind to it, or you can focus on how you like to learn in your world. But ultimately, when things come along that you haven't seen before, and you want to really understand how to understand it, you have to be flexible up here, right? So that goes both ways. Teacher too, I have to be flexible. All right. So let's see. We got about 5 minutes left. So what we can do, we didn't learn a combo today. That's fine. I think, I did a combo on Friday. The way I'm doing my classes now, Thursday nights, I'm going to be doing my beginner class. Friday is going to be a choreography combo. And then Sunday is going to be all levels, going to be kind of mixed up. Today we did we did some drills, but then we were able to be creative with them. So I'm going to try to give you different content in my Sunday class. So you can think that if you're looking for something specific, like beginner level stuff or choreography type stuff, and even if you can't make those times, you can still purchase the class like through my website, and you'll get the link, right, to use. So if you're, if you're busy on Friday afternoons at noontime, you can still get that class and then watch it later if you want to pick up a choreography combo. Does that make sense? So you can do that all through my website. I think some of you have class cards, so I emailed you a class card code, like a comp code, to use so that you can get the class for free. And I just check it off of your class cards that I keep on record. So if you do have a class card, some of you I know have class cards and you still paid me for the class today, I thank you for the support. But if you want the code, I'll send it to you. I haven't posted it out in the open because I don't want anyone to just use it. Someone's like, I'm going to get a class for free. And I don't, so you guys already pre-purchased classes. So you still get the benefit of that through these virtual classes, if that makes sense. Cool. So these last few minutes, I'm going to put on some music and we're just going to take turns freestyling. Yeah. Obviously I can't see what you're doing, but if you want to take the challenge to go live with this, or just film yourself again for practice later, you don't have to post anything. I will ask, if you do post stuff, tag me in it so that people know if they want to engage in this, they know who to reach out to. But if not, just have fun with it. So I'm going to put on some music. We'll take turns, just like we did with the bottle. If you want to use the bottle again, you can. But I'm just going to rock out how I rock out. I'm going to use whatever steps that I have. Let me give you a bit of a focus. I want you to think of how to use the crisscross in your freestyle. And that doesn't have to be literally just using the literal crisscross. But if you're doing steps like here, you're moving around, think of like how you could transition into that cross and then out of it again. Yeah. So let's try to have that as our focus today. And feel free to use the crosswalk. We did a lot of variations. You don't want them to go to waste. But let's try to make use of some of the material that we had, and we'll go from there. Sound good? I'm going to guess yes. So let's see. Dun, dun, dun. And volume up. Okay. So I'll go first, and then I'll signal you to go in. So first round, I'm going to try to minimize my movement. I'm not going to try to move really big. When I minimize it, I have a little more control. It helps me use my upper body too to really dance. Okay? I'm going to try to incorporate the crisscross in as well. Let's see how I do. A lot of crosses. Five, six, here we go. Yeah. Simple as you want, make it as complex as you want, but try to keep it small initially. Tap into that crisscross. Okay, if you haven't done it yet, try to cross your feet. See what comes out of it. Five, six, 7, 8, stop. Good. Okay, now, this next round, I'm going to try to stay in between the crisscross. Here's what I mean.
between those, we're going to freestyle. Open. Cross. Open. Cross. Open. Cross. Open. All right. Cross. Open. Cross. Open. Cross. Open. Cross. Good. You see what I did? You open up, dance a little bit, cross, dance a little bit, however you want, and try to get to that open again. Ready? 5, 6, here we go. Challenge, hard, but it makes you transition. When you have a transition to go to, it makes you use it. You got it, keep at it. Think a little bit. That's 8 count. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5. Cool. This last round, let's just dance how we dance together. Ready? 5, 6, everyone. Five, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Hey. It's good, y'all. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up, give it up. Give it up. Woo. How was that? How was that? I know we're like a couple minutes over. It's all good. You don't have anywhere to be. Be honest. So that basically concludes our Sunday class. I will email you the link to this so you have it as like a permanent link, because I know the one in the receipt email that you received might have a limited number of clicks that you can use to access it. Yeah, I figured out late last night I can set up YouTube live videos in advance. So now you can register in advance for a lot of these classes that are coming up. And hopefully I give you the right links. I don't know what happened with that first one. I need to practice that crisscross. We all do. We all need to practice our basics in general and just sometimes when we feel like we have a good idea of what they are, we have to go back to them and remind ourselves of the basic ideas that make them work. So again, if you guys want to register next week, I'll basically be posting each class's registration link on my website hopefully on Sundays. I actually have them on there already. They're just kind of bundled at the bottom and kind of hiding from people right now. But if you go to SeanBjerke.net, the link's going to be in the video description that I send you. You can register for Thursday, 6 p.m. You might notice I'm using military time in some of these flyers and some of these postings because people from abroad are coming in to watch them. And I want to make sure that it's easy to understand for everyone. So you can log into or just visit SeanBjerke.com and register for Thursday. That's my beginner class, 6 to 7:30. Feel free to share the information with people. It helps me a lot. Friday is going to be the choreography class, noon to 1:30. And then Sunday is going to be all levels where it's kind of free form. We might do a combo. We might do drills. Today, this is the first paid class that I've done. So thank you for the support. I appreciate it. And again, help me spread the word. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and find other stuff to work on. But other than that, it's been great teaching you guys.
Again, feel free to pop into the comments or the chat there and let me know what you thought, how you feel. And if you post any videos from class, just tag me in it on Instagram. I'm Shizmatic, SHIZZ_MATIC. I realize I could be posting these things down here, but a lot of you I think already know. Then on Facebook, obviously, Sean Bjerke. And if you have any questions, you can just email at bjerks@gmail.com. But I hope this was a fun way to start off your Sunday, or if you're coming from another virtual class and this is your second one, cool. I know, Natalie, if you're in here, I got a private virtual session with you later. And then Tariq, I'll see you and Stan later on for our virtual con art rehearsal. All virtual, all the time. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me just check something on my email really quick. Sorry. But yeah, y'all, if you guys are good, stay blessed. Have a good Sunday. Not get healthy, stay healthy. If you are feeling under the weather, get healthy. If people that you know aren't healthy, just lend them your support, lend them your kindness, and we'll get through this. Totally getting through this. Living in the Matrix, y'all. Living in the Matrix. If you get deja vu, then something's up. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Actually, you know what? I'll leave this on for like a minute or two because I know you guys might be a little behind me. So I'll just leave this, but I'll have some music for you while we tune out. And other than that, I'll see you later. And again, flashcard holders, if you want to email me, I'll send you that promo code. All right, y'all. Tuning out. Catch you later.